It's me, Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and I've got your college football Week 8 rapid fire coming this Saturday, October the 23rd. Don't forget to use the promo code NBA. It saves you 20% off the entire picksandparlays.net site. With me today, I've got the man, the myth, the legend, and the boss, Craig Trapp. How's it going, Craig Trapp?
Excited. Believe it or not, we're turning past the halfway point in college football now, and a good matchups this weekend. Maybe not as good the last 2 or 3 weekends, but I still think there's some great betting matchups for us bettors out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. You make what you can of it. It's not the most exciting card, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to throw any money at it. Let's be real here. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Wisconsin Badgers. They're -3 on the road at Purdue. The total's 40. What's your best look on this one?
The wrong team's favorite, in my opinion. I just think people continue to think this Wisconsin team is good. I mean, they're one road win. They've only had one road game. It was against a bad Illinois team, and yes, they did win. And did dominate, but who doesn't at Illinois? Let's be honest. It's years away at Illinois as far as talent-wise. This Purdue team's for real. I mean, Iowa is a legitimate team, and for Purdue to go into Iowa and win, I do think. I mean, it obviously is after you have a letdown, after you have a big win like that. But Purdue beating Wisconsin is always going to be a big thing. So Purdue's not going to have that big a letdown. I'm taking Purdue +3. I think they win outright. They have been solid at home, 2-1 straight up at home this year, and I think they improve on that.
All right. Oklahoma State Cowboys are at the Iowa State Cyclones. We got the Cyclones minus a touchdown, and the total's 47.5. So what are we looking at on this one?
I mean, how many times do you see a ranked team in the Big 12 get 7 points at Iowa State? I think it speaks to how good Iowa State really is, even though they've had 2 losses on the year. But Oklahoma State is very, very good on defense. And I think even when they got down to Texas, they didn't panic. They were pretty much dominated early, got down, came roaring back, won pretty easily, to be honest. I'm going to take Oklahoma State plus the points here. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though, so I would also like the under in this one, but we'll make the official pick on Oklahoma State +7 here.
It's hard not to roll along with those Cowboys. All right, up next, we are talking USC at Notre Dame. Notre Dame -6.5 here. The total's 57.5. What's your best look?
Notre Dame's sole loss is to number 2 Bearcats. My number 2 Bearcats from Cincinnati. My second team growing up was always Notre Dame, being a Catholic school kid. But I do think, and obviously Brian Kelly came from coach of Cincinnati, so been a big fan of Coach Kelly and what he's done at Notre Dame. I think this is a tough spot for them. I do think Notre Dame wins this game. The 6.5 seems like a little too many points. USC obviously, fired Coach Helton early in the season, but this US team has legitimate NFL talent. And when you perform at Notre Dame in this matchup, I mean, this is this is what people will remember years from now if you're a USC fan. And I think USC might have something for Notre Dame here. I'm going to get the point here with USC.
I was looking at this game earlier. I was liking USC, and it was at a 7. So already that line is moving in the way of USC. Okay, so up next, LSU Tigers are at Ole Miss. Ole Miss -9 here. The total's 75.5 points. Craig, what do we do here?
Seems like a lot, doesn't it? I mean, it seems like a lot of points, both to lay with Ole Miss with a defense that is suspect. And let's be honest, LSU's defense is suspect as well. It's a lot of points on that over, so I don't think I would touch the over. I think you have to take LSU +9. I mean, you see a theme here. We've been on all underdogs so far. We're going to keep that trend going here. I like LSU plus the points here. I think Coach O, he's one of those guys. Remember when he was the interim coach at both LSU and at USC, his teams really performed for him. He's one of those guys. I think these guys really play for him. And obviously now that he's the resignation is out there or he's asked to leave, but they're allowing him to stay. I think they play for Coach O here. I like LSU plus the points here.
I love Coach O. He looks like he wakes up and eats a football for breakfast. Like that's what he looks like to me. Awesome. Okay, so last one for our NCAA rapid fire. We're talking Clemson Tigers at Pitt. Pitt is -3 here. This is Clemson's ranked 24. Pitt's ranked 23. They're both in the ACC. I'm hoping this is a good one. We got a total of 48. What's your best play on this one?
I don't know what the advanced line on this was, say, before the season started, but I'm guessing Clemson was probably into that favored for sure, in that 3 to 7 point range. It's like, how much has Clemson fallen? Well, they had to hold on at Syracuse last, I think Thursday or Friday night when they played there. I believe it was Friday. Pitt is really good. I think they're the best team as far as both sides of the ball in the ACC this year. I think they show it here. I think this is a statement game. The one favorite we're taking here, we're going against Clemson. Pitt -3. Remember, Clemson is 0-6 against the spread on the season. And they're facing 5-1 against the spread and straight up Pitt team. Let's take Pitt minus the points here. I think Pitt gets it done at home.
I'm actually going to log off right now and take that bet. So thank you, Craig Trapp. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for your college football Week 8 rapid fire here at Picks Parlays. Good luck, everyone. Have a great weekend.